Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped, you guys. That's so exciting for me. You guys have no idea. I was like trying to get the perfect intro. And so trying to get it just right. Oh my gosh. And it played. And hopefully you guys can hear me because I keep feeling like I'm messing this up. But I am getting to where I feel really good about doing my presentation, queuing up my assets, all the good stuff. So, hello, if you were there, happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a great day. I have water today, no coffee for me, but I hope you all had a great evening. I went out for a fancy dinner at the country club, and it was great because there's all like just these old people at this country club. It's one of the larger country clubs, and it's kind of like a historic country club, so it's a lot of like old money there. And so people that I've known kind of like my whole life and things like that, but like the average age of the person there is like 60 to 70. So anyway, it was a very nice evening, and yeah, my food tasted amazing. So I hope you all had a great evening. My name is Julie Kennis. I am here talking about all things crypto. And yesterday, while I was at dinner, it looked like the shit was hitting the fan. So, if you guys were on and taking a look at what was going on the timeline, there was quite a bit of news going on in terms of a coin launch by the country of Argentina. So the Libra token was a complete catastrophe. The launch of the token was actually endorsed by the Argentinian president, which then turned around and Insider had sold off $107 million. You guys, this is absolutely crazy. So I wanted to title this Pump and Dump because I feel like that's what we've had a lot of this cycle. And I don't enjoy it. It's I'm not to say that pump and dumps haven't happened in crypto since like the dawn of time. And this pretty much is like the wild, wild west of crypto. And so although we have a crypto friendly president, that doesn't mean that it is just like full on crime season. And people are seeming to be treating it as such. So now, because of all of this stuff coming out with the Argentinian president and his involvement, and I correct me if I'm wrong, I believe he may have deleted those text messages where he was endorsing it. But as of this morning, there seems to be a lot of backlash on Solana and recent discussions talking about Solana blockchain and users being extremely frustrated over financial losses and the fact that there are so many scams that are originating from this blockchain. Now, I'm guilty. Like I have participated in coins that I don't want to say that I necessarily knew that they were pump and dumps, but there were coins that I purchased in on with knowing that we were in the meme coin super cycle and that there is a potential for the coins to go down. Now, with that being said, I do know people in this space that are building real products, real merchandise, real companies, real IP. They have actual plans, such as Pudgy Penguins, who is developing an entire business model around the IP rights of the NFT. So I think where this is getting so fuzzy is because although we had NFTs last cycle and NFTs have not really had to run this cycle, they've kind of lagged behind because the focus has been on memes. And so as a natural progression, they have gone from NFTs to like 404s, which are NFTs with the meme coins associated with it. And so now a lot of scrutiny is coming under the LA vape cabal. And they are kind of centered around the center of this because they have been streaming, going into these pump and dump tokens more or less. And the people on the timeline that are reading the blockchains, they're looking at bubble maps, they're seeing who's in early And it's just a miracle that everybody is always in early, the same group of people, they're all in early and they all exit relatively quickly. And they're doing this while they are on live stream. Now, although I do like to pull up charts and I want to talk about charts with you guys, and I will again today, my intention is never going to be to take you into a coin that will likely end up being a pump and dump. And now it's one thing if you are doing a coin and you are repping the same coin month after month, and then you maybe find a new coin that you are really interested in, and maybe you happen to know the team or are working with the team at which you should be disclosing it. But things happen, and I have seen predatory behavior in crypto projects, on NFTs, on meme coins. It becomes founder versus founder and team versus team and tribe versus tribe. And, it's just ugly. It's not a good look for crypto. And it's why a lot of growth has kind of lagged this cycle. I'm not jumping at the chance to get my friends in this cycle, because I know as soon as I bring them in, they're not going to know what is what. And I've been here for years, so I can kind of tell, like, is this working out, or, who the people are that are in early. And so now going back to the people who are on stream and are entering these positions and going into these, quote unquote pump and dumps. You have to know, if you're going to be participating with that crew, that you are going to be entering and exiting a position within hours, like not even a day. And so that is 100% a pump and dump. So while there is money to be made on it, if you're not in early, if you're not using bots, I mean, I myself, I've jumped in on a coin and I was out at, like, let's say a hockey game. I had made a purchase on a coin, and then while I was sitting there at the hockey game, I'm watching the chart go up and down, and then I'm watching people sell, and then I'm there, and it's taking me out of the present moment and enjoying my life, because I'm getting involved on these pump and dumps. And I do make money, and it's hard, because when there's money involved, you can't help but feel emotional about it. And so, and especially when you see number go up, you start thinking like, oh, all of the things I could do with that money. And you don't want that to cloud where you're going and what your vision is. And so ultimately it's your reputation in this space, whether you're a founder, whether you're a content creator like myself, whether you're a KOL and you're helping lead a project. It is your job to, one, protect your reputation and your brand image, and make sure that you're doing right by the people you're involved with. Not to say people aren't going to take advantage of you. The Amelia token was launched and it was gifted to me, and I went on Spaces and I was talking about my daughter's illness, and insiders sold. They manipulated me. I will say that. They have all since sold out of the token. I still am a holder of the token. I staked some. I never even unstaked it, but I wasn't mad, because it allowed me the chance to talk about my daughter and her illness. But going to these people who are constantly seeing coin after coin, launch after launch, streaming 100x, 1000x, these people are making lots of money. They're flaunting it around. And then if you don't sell in time, what's the problem? It's a skill issue. So, and that's just not right, because, I've been here for years and I've had the people say the exact same thing to me. It's a skill issue. I was in I've been in a couple of trade groups. So I want to talk about trade groups for a minute. I've been in a couple, and I was in one that I could tell, like, a lot of the coins were just not really going anywhere. So I would see the ticker, I would pull the ticker up, and then I would just see that it would just tick down, 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 down as soon as it was ticked. And then I have been in other trade groups where it's predatory, where it's like, you have to be involved. You have to be protecting us. You have to be scouting. You have to have like a role within that trade group, or they're going to kick you out. And once you're kicked out of that trade group, you got everybody in that trade group is now working against you. They're trying to block your profile. They're mass reporting you. I've seen my engagement go from like a 250,000 impressions a day down to 500 or 5,000 impressions. $250,000 to 5,000 impressions. Why? Because I had a trade group get mad at me and decide that I wasn't part of their trade group anymore. I got kicked out of the group. And then all of a sudden, my engagement was super low. I was hardly getting any engagement on anything. And I will probably end up getting reported just for even talking about this. But this is something that is occurring in crypto, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it because I'm tired of not talking about the things that we need to be talking about. And if we're going to grow as a industry and stuff, we need to be talking about these things. And I want it to be safer for everyone. I want to be telling my best friend, hey, come join crypto. I can't tell my best friend to join crypto when the freaking president of Argentina is now having his coin rugged by insiders for 107 million. He's the president. Like, what is safe? What is safe? So now you can't get mad. You can't get mad because you've created this industry in which nobody has faith in anything. And that's why this cycle, the SPX slogan, believe in something, has taken off because people don't believe in anything except lining their own pockets. And now I'm going to call out Frank DeGods and I'm just mad a little bit because, and I like DeGods. I've loved every DeGod I've ever encountered. I've loved every Ute I've ever encountered. Sonny Mans is amazing. I love that dude. I've never met Frank, so I can't really speak to Frank. But as an outsider's perspective, he's abandoned his project. Fine. You don't have to owe that project your life forever. I get it. I worked for projects and I had people come at my throat before, and it's not fun when you go on every day and people are after you. But you can't abandon that project and then say, oh, I have a goal of earning 100 Bitcoin while you're in the Solana trenches and you're making all of your money off the Solana and you're verbally telling people your goal is 100 Bitcoin. Like, you put it on the timeline. So you're going to extract all of the liquidity out of Solana anyway. You said it yourself. The money's not staying on Solana. You're moving it to Bitcoin, which is ultimately everyone's goal anyway, right? Right. Like, everybody wants it. Solana's great. I freaking love Solana. I need more Solana. But I digress. I get mad. And, I have met Thread Guy kind of in person at different events and stuff. And I've known Thread Guy in the space for years, like everyone else. I minted his little Opepin NFT on that weird chain and it went to zero. I think he did pretty well from that. Like, he got a lot of help early on. And I saw so much promise for Thread Guy. He seems like such a great kid. And it's really sad to see, like, every day I get on and the sentiment on the timeline is just getting worse and worse towards him. And is it because of the people he's around? I don't know. Is it because he's becoming more popular and everybody's talking about him and everybody's sharing his face? And once you make it to the top, now people are after you. But you don't want to be putting yourself in these positions where people are constantly making you a target, because he was like at the top and everybody loved him and he was just a sweet kid. And now it's like this, it's like he's being taken advantage of. Now, whether he's doing it because he wants to extract from the space, or that's how he really feels about the space, or people are taking advantage of him. I mean, he's not a little kid anymore. He's 24, almost 25 years old. So you have to take accountability. Like, I do not take sponsors all the time because I don't want to take a sponsorship on that's going to look negatively upon me. So what does that mean? That means I make less money. That means I'm taking, sponsorships that I'm vetting, that I know the people, that they're doxed, and it's maybe not as much money. I might be turning down, I get offered from coins all the time to represent them. And it's not about representing the coin. For me, it's about defending the people that I'm working with. And so I want to know that who I'm working with is good and reputable. And it's hard because this space, there's so much money and everybody wants a slice of the pie. And it's not worth your reputation. Like it's just not. You know, and I don't think that, and I could be completely wrong. Look, they could have nothing to do with the Argentina coin. They could have nothing to do with all of these coins, and they're just in early and they have the right bots and they've invested the right money, and you know, they're just better than we are. But I woke up this morning and it was almost like a taunting of, yeah, I am an insider. Yeah, you've been here so long. If you're not making this money, you know, you need to reassess yourself. And it's like, you know what? I actually work with some really great people. They work their asses off. They have built businesses. They have made lots of money. They have held positions of power. And you can't just minimize that just because people are making money in a different way. And so, yeah, it makes me sad because I don't want to see these people on the timeline being roasted. And I think there's things that people can do to move things in the space further ahead. So, yeah, so that's what everybody's talking about this morning, you guys. It's a little crazy. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm on one. I took this. This is Mad Monarch. This is what I opened up. Ian sent me this, and it's supposed to help your brain focus. And I can tell, like, I have been talking straight for like 16 minutes. So anyway, it's really funny because I opened it. For one, it was really hard for me to open this. And then I pulled it out and I was like, oh, it's like a Flintstones vitamin. And I popped it in my mouth and chewed it. And oh my God, it was so bitter. It was so bitter. And then it's like, oh, you're supposed to like let it sit on your tongue and then let it dissolve. So I just freaking ate it. Like, yeah, it was very chalky. So anyway, but it's been good. It's been good. I'm doing good, Po Man. How are you? I see you guys are all here in the chat. I see Brian. I see LPS Pause. Aw. And you guys, my mom is even in here. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. I'm not pushing this through to X. I know that people on X, they're gonna come look for it anyway. The people that want to come look for it are gonna come look for it. It's here. It's all going to be here. And I'm not going to be afraid to talk about the stuff that I want to talk about because we are giving, we build this space. We decide who is going to be receiving information, hearing information, spreading things. And so, yeah, I want to see that people are doing their part to take care of each other, you know, and I like Thread Guy. I don't want to see Thread Guy getting dragged. I don't want to see him being taken advantage of. Frank, I hope you're able to, you know, amend things with your community and get them back on your side because you built an amazing community and it's sad. It's sad. I love the DeGods. Like I could never afford one. But I wanted to be one and, you know, and he's very memeable and, you know, he seems like a nice guy and just, I don't want to see the space going like this, guys. Like, let's just stop. Let's all do right by the space. Okay, let's make it to where like you're not afraid to invite your sister or your cousin or your best friend in here because these coins are all gonna rug. Like it's sad. It's hard and it's sad. And it's sad. I am going to share my screen right here. I'm going to see if I can do this in a way that does not seem like such a pain in the ass. Okay, let's see. I'm going to share the audio. This is what's getting me, you guys. This is the clip. This is the clip that has everybody up in arms.
Oh, so bad. Off lost money too. Fucking Pierce and Top both lost money. I feel so bad. Top's down like fucking. My manager is down like 20 G's. Feels like everybody lost money on this. I round trip, bro. I was up like fucking 300. I got in really, really early. I was up like 300K. And fucking
he mutes it and then covers his mouth. So like even the mouth readers can't see what he's saying. And this this is like, I don't know, when you get to the top and everybody's looking at you, this is the stuff, like, I don't know. You can't just feel like you're invincible, right?
I'm
Like,
muted.
you're not above the law. Let's see, I'll go back to me. Did I do that right? I hope I did that right. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I don't have a lot. I just want everybody to, like, get along. Like, let's be friends and not screw each other over. Like, we're all here to make money, right? And I have a family. I want to take care of my family. I have goals. I spend my own money to go to events a lot of times and hope that I get a sponsor on the other side. And, and it's rough out there. There's a lot of people that want to be content creators in crypto, and it's hard. It is hard. And, you put the same few people on a pedestal. And then when stuff like this happens, the entire crypto community feels it. So I'm not driven by money, though. I just want to take care of my babies. And I like going to crypto events, you guys. You guys are actually, if you guys have never been to a crypto event, go to one. They're a lot of fun. You will meet your people. And I can't wait to get back to my people. And to my new people who are here on my stream, I hope I get to meet you all soon. Blocky, DJ and Brian, Po-Man, Mike, you guys are amazing. Like, I hope I get to see you at some of these. So you guys need to let me know which conventions I need to go to see you guys. So, because I'm going to meet you guys. So I love you. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good weekend. No, tomorrow. Have a good